Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of League of Legends Top Plays, where we'll look at some of the best plays, juice, ganks, fails, whatever that I come across in my League of Legends games, and where we'll listen to cool League of Legends music from all across YouTube. And as I promised last time, guys, today I'm gonna bring you a new champion. I've practiced him quite a little bit, I've gotten pretty good with him, and he's now officially in my roster. The song that we're gonna listen to today is called I'm a LOL Pro by Joshua Wise. A very nice song. I like it very much and it's now officially one of my favorites. You can check out Joshua's channel by clicking the annotation in the middle of the screen right now, or by checking out the link in the description. I very much recommend you go ahead and do that. You may find some other things you like over on his channel. Now, the VIPs for today are gonna be one crazy freaking Katarina that lets us fight the enemy team alone until we all die and get them very low, and then she swoops in and grabs the pentakill. Well, very nice, Cat, keep it up. And also a very either lucky or good, you decide, Annie. So these two are gonna be the guys that you're gonna have to watch out for today. So enjoy the song, guys, and enjoy the carnage.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Although I'm lit, I know I'm not alone. I'll be playing till the break of dawn, here in QQ with my headphones on. My friends are worried and times are dim. You hit so hard I can't get my minions, but now your team's dead and I can hear them rage, 'cause you forgot to call that I was MIA.
I'm a League of Legends champion. No, I'm a LOL Pro. I'm a League of Legends champion. No, I'm a LOL Pro.
I'm 12-0 on Summoner's Rift, 'cause I always shoot you down, 'cause my boots are so swift, and I gang from the brush with Warwick's ulti. Your runes and your masteries are clearly faulty. We get the early gang and we know it's GG. You think you can come back? Well, as you can see, I've got BF sword at level 4, or whatever you hit for. I hit for more.
No, how could this be? We all got killed by Master Yi, and I seem to remember a time we had a clue. Their vein is fed, but I know what I must do. We shall never surrender, we shall never give in, 'cause I just scored a pentakill, 'cause I am Lee Sin, bitch. I'm a League of Legends champion. No, I'm a LOL Pro. I'm a League of Legends champion. No, I'm a LOL Pro. I'm a League of Legends champion. No, I'm a LOL Pro. I'm a League of Legends champion. No, I'm a LOL Pro.
So there you go, guys, that was I'm a LOL Pro by Joshua Wise. Awesome song. And here's that crazy lucky Anya that I was telling you about. So I die first, of course, no big deal there. Nothing new. But look at that Annie, right? She's almost on no health, she takes 2 guys down, she's still alive, she has Zac on her ass, she manages to take Zac down, now Singed, she pops Singed with 1 shot, boom, there he goes, and now she just finishes the Zac. So, you know, this was an awesome play right there. But anyway, guys, as I promised, here's my new champion, and I decided to pick Renekton. Renekton because he is the closest one that I could find to the playstyle of Jarvan and the playstyle that I'm used to, you know. I want to be able to dominate my lane most of the time, but also have a huge presence in team fights later on and be able to jump on everyone that I want to and destroy everything and preferably be unkillable and not die. And Renekton is the only one that I found that comes really feels that role. So let's talk about how I built him. Now, as far as rune goes, I get armor penetration marks, flat armor seals, flat cooldown reduction glyphs, you know me and my cooldown reduction, I just like it, and lifesteal quints. Now again, the quints, I guess you could play around with them a little bit, maybe you could get attack damage, some Renektons like that to get more attack damage early on, or you could maybe get some speed, more mobility and stuff, especially if they have someone hard to get like an Ezreal or Corki or something. But no, I just like my lifesteals, they work really well with your kit and you know, with your Q early on, and especially since your first item on the first back is usually going to be a Doran's Blade, they really help, they really do fairly well. Now let's talk about masteries. Now remember with Jarvan it was all about defense, both runes and masteries, it was both masteries and items, it was all about defense, getting as beefy as you can because his kit already gave him pretty decent damage and you just wanted to survive for as long as possible. With Renekton, however, you may think it's the same, but I actually feel like he needs a lot more damage early on if you really want to snowball him and have a huge presence in team fights. Which is why for masteries I go 23 offense, 7 defense. And here's what you get over in the offense tree: 1 point in Summoner's Wrath, 4 in Fury, 4 in Deadliness, 4 in Sorcery, 1 in Weapons Expertise, 3 in Havoc, 2 in Brute Force, 3 in Sunder, and 1 in Executioner. Over the defense tree you get 4 points in Durability and 2 points in Resistance, because you already have some armor from your runes, so let's get a little bit more magic resist, that always helps. Same goes for the items. Like I said, I've tried to go with the same durability build that I go on Jarvan, and it really didn't work. However, when you get this a lot of attack damage early on, and it really helps. So as the items on your, I start with 5 health potions and a ward, and I don't get that elixirs. A lot of people like to start with elixir as well. I just don't really need it most of the time, and also it's really gonna help you in some situations, because usually you're gonna get into those little fights in level 1 or level 2, and sometimes you're both gonna end up with very little health, and you're gonna wanna both go back. At least if you're smart, he's gonna go back as well, otherwise he's gonna get killed by a jungler. And at that point, if you both go back very early on without much farm, you are already gonna be able to get yourself a Doran's Blade or something else cool, because you saved those money you didn't buy the elixir. He's probably just gonna get a few more potions, and already he pretty much lost right there. Now, like I said, first back, you're generally gonna want to get the Doran's Blade. Maybe if you can afford it, Brutalizer. If not, at least get some of the components for Brutalizer, some of those swords, and of course more potions and wards. Definitely wards, at least 2, depending on what jungler they have. Now, remember that with Jarvan, the first time I only said Sunfire Cape to get it as fast as possible. On Renekton I actually don't get Sunfire Cape much, at least maybe not until the end of the game. You're gonna think, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? I mean, he already has the ult, Sunfire Cape fits perfectly in there, right? Well, not really, you see. That's the thing, he already has the ult, so he already has that damage when he needs it, but the other items are just way more important in my opinion, so you can push Sunfire Cape back or maybe not even get it at all. Now the first item that I usually try to complete, this is very much dependent on how my lane goes, who I'm up against, who's getting fed in the enemy team, so on, but usually the first item that I try to complete is Black Cleaver. That's really the only damage item Renekton needs, and it's just awesome on him. So get Black Cleaver. Boots, you only really have 2 options in my opinion, either Mercury Treads or Ninja Tabby. Again, depending on who you're up against and how the enemy team is doing, who's getting fed. Then what you're gonna want is Spirit, Visage, and Radiant's Omen. Now, how you get these 2 items really depends on how the game is going. I can give you. You will wanna start with some health, so maybe get the health component first of either the Spirit, Visage, or the Radiant's Omen. But again, this really depends on how the game is going and who's getting fed and who's ganking you a lot and stuff like that. But definitely these 2 items, you need them. And next, I usually get a GA. If the game lasts that long, I get a GA, and then there you go, I'm pretty much unstoppable already. And I really haven't had a lot of games that went past that point, so after that point, I don't know, maybe you can get that Sunfire cape, or maybe you want a Last Whisper, or, you know, who knows. But that's pretty much how I built him. And also for next time, I'm gonna have another new champion that I've been working on and practicing. He's not really, I don't like him quite as much as Jarvan and Renekton, basically because he's not so OP in lane, in my opinion, at least not the way I built him, so I can't win lanes all that much all the time like I do with these 2 guys. But he still gives the second part that I like. He's very important in team fights later on and can have a very important presence and completely turn the tide some of those fights. And of course I'm not gonna tell you who it is, no, it's a secret. But you're gonna find out. Don't worry. I'm gonna find out soon enough. Well, let's see what's going on here. Ooh, I get away from that pesky little Tristana. And I kill a little Akali here. You know, one thing I really love is Singed. You probably saw, you're gonna see some plays of Singed. I don't know why people think that Singed is a good pick versus Renekton. He's really that. You're pretty much usually just gonna dominate your lane versus Singed. Unless, of course, you get camped quite hard by the jungler. And one of the best things that I like when playing versus Singed with Renekton is that those suckers will never stop fighting you. I don't know why, maybe it's in their Singed playing blood, but it doesn't matter how bad they lose the lane, they're never gonna stop trying to harass you. So you can just kill them, no problem, over and over again and snowball your lane. And I really can't remember, no, I don't want to sound fed up with myself over here, but I really can't recall a time when I lost lane versus Singed, or at least engaged 1 versus 1. I have lost lanes when I got completely camped and his jungler and his mid, and at one time even the ADC, of course, why not, they can kill me. But as far as 1 versus 1 goes, I cannot remember a time when I lost versus Singed. So that's very nice. I know a lot of people have problems with Singed, so if you are looking for a counter, Renekton, definitely. There's really nothing Singed can do to you. He's just gonna run around, try to poison you, try to fling you, but you're just gonna be on his ass non-stop and you're gonna slowly wear him down and eventually you're just gonna kill him. That's the trick. Don't try to go full on and don't chase him too much, just try to wear him down. And when you think the time is right, you know, go in. Pop your ult, pop a little ignite on him to keep his regeneration in check, and then just destroy him. Do be careful, however, of, like I was saying, the jungler. You see, although you're pretty much always gonna win your lane with Renekton versus Singed, he's a handful on his own, don't underestimate him. So yeah, you're gonna win, but it's gonna take some doing and concentration. That means that junglers are gonna be that much more effective versus other matchups where you don't really have to worry about your lane partner. Because of Singed's kit, his fling and slow and stuff, junglers are going to be very, very scary. And of course it depends what jungler they have. Some of them you should be able to get away, not much problem. But guys like Nocturne, for example, man, I hate that guy. When I have a Singed in lane and Nocturne, I know I'm pretty much dead, you know. The fling, the Nocturne fear, and here's the annoying little thing, the Nocturne fear, even if you double E, most of the time it's not gonna get you out of the range, so you're not gonna be able to escape. Guys like Jarvan jungle, he can be situational, it really depends how it goes and who initiates first. If Singed initiates first and flings me, then you can pretty much get out of that gank if you're a little bit lucky and skilled. Like, you just dice once, then the Jarvan initiates and pops his ult, and then you dice out of his ult. Very nice. You do have to be careful. I actually had this happen to me once. The freaking Singed saved his fling, and Jarvan initiated with QE. I diced, then Jarvan ulted me and locked me in, along with Singed. I dashed out of the ult, and then the freaking Singed flashed out of Jarvan's ult and fling me back into it. And I was dead right there, so I think it was fairly fun. That was very nice. But anyway, guys, so this is my Renekton, this is how I built him. Hopefully it will help some of you. He's always also very good against Volibear. Some of you have been, I know some people have problems against Volibear, and he can do very well versus Volibear. Again, you have to be very careful, but it can be done. So with Renekton it can be done versus Volibear. Very, very nice. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts and questions in the comments below. And until next time, you go and have yourselves an awesome day, guys.